Hello Doraemons, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy like this channel has reached 500 subscribers, and thank you so much for all of your support and efforts. Thank you so much. And yeah, so for today's video we are going to look into the Java question which is asked on 14th of March, which is recent IRA. So this question, I would say this is the most easiest question which you can get, and it's not tough at all. I feel like the question asked in Java are more similar, and if you like practice 2 to 3 questions, you can really pass all the cases in the Java, and you can easily get 40 marks, which is used to crack your ARA, and you can get incentives too. So yeah, let's get started. So for this question, you can have they have given the object structure in one single object, which are the things which we are going to store, and they said us to create two functions, which is find average price per category and find time with highest price in the solution class. Let's see. So first off, let's look into our sample input and output. So here they have given the ID. Yeah, so without giving like looking into the sample input and output itself, we can write so much code into our question. So I'll show you how. So first off, we have to declare an object class. So let's do that. So below the main class, you're going to write object. That's it. And this is going to be a function, like this is going to be a class, and below this I'm going to declare these variables, these attributes which is given over here with their uh, data type. So in this I'm going to give int id and string name, and then I'm going to give string category, string cat, and I'm going to next give price, which is of type double. So double and price. So there are two data types in Java you can use, which is float and double. Make sure you use double every time because double holds a lot of space, and it will not give you an error if float has only four the bytes of storage, and the double has 8. So if there is a long number, it will not give you an error. So it is to be on the safer side, you can use double always. So inside this I'm going to declare one more function with the same name object, and inside it we are going to put all these right here separated by commas. So int id and then string name and then string cat and double price and again double discount. That's it. And inside this, as we how we do in the Python, we are going to just declare these variables inside this class. So here I'm going to put this dot id is equal to id, and this dot name is equal to name, and this dot cat is equal to cat, and this dot price is going to be price, and this dot discount is going to be discount. That's it. So whatever name you give here, we are going to use it here in the main function. So this id, this name, this cat price, the over here what are the names given, it is going to be used over here. So let me remove this part. Yeah, so now our object class is done. So now we'll look into the sample input and output, and let's get the input first. So here the first job is to declare your scanner class. So scanner yes is equal to new scanner, and in this we are going to put system.in, which represents it should get input system.in, and that's it. And now we are going to declare our object array. So put object, and the as usually how you declare an array, new object, and in this we are going to mention whether it is 4 or 5. So here I think we have 101, 102, and 103, 104, 105. So actually here we have 5 objects, so I'm just going to put 5, and here in that I'm going to run a for loop. Int I equals 0, I less than 5, and I plus plus. And inside this, first off we are going to get the ID, and then the name, the category, the price, and the discount. So let's do it in the same order. Make sure you declare it. So int id is equal to yes dot next int, and as you already know, as int only gets the integer value, if it has to go to the next line, we should use yes dot next line. So same is going to repeat for all other things. So let me do that quickly. It's going to be string name is equal to yes dot next line, and don't forget the semicolon. Again, it's going to be string category is going to be yes dot next line, and again it's going to be next one is double. So here we are going to get next double, yes dot next double, and in the end put yes dot next line. That's it. And next one is also going to be the discount. So I'm just going to put discount is equal to yes dot next double and yes dot next line. Yeah, so now it is done. And after this we have to get two values. Which one is the category? They'll be giving you two categories. So for the first category you have to find the highest price product, and the average, you have to find all the toys which is of same category, and you have to find the average of them. So that is what given over here. Find the average price. In this method you will take two parameters, array of toys and the string parameter. The method will return the average price of toys without deducting the discount for the given category. If no toy is present with the given category, then it should return like nothing is there, like that. So after that, here we'll find toy with highest price method. The method will take two input parameters, array of toy objects, and again the string parameter which is puzzle over here. They will again pass up a category, and we have to find the toys which is of this category puzzle, and we have to find the highest price toy, and which is of deducting the discount. So here we also have to deduct the discount which is given over here. After deducting the discount, you have to print only the toy ID which is given over here, the toy ID, and you should print the name and the category. So this is what it is. So first we have to get this two things over here. So first one, I'm just going to get it in the name of string cat1 and cat2. That's it, as both of them are category. Cat1 is equal to next line, as it is a string, and again string of cat2. And make sure you remember one thing, as here we are getting string in the end, we can just give next line. If in case if you're getting some number like a month, make sure you finish it only with next int or next double. Don't put next line, because this will go to the next line. In the end there is no next line. After puzzle there is no next line, so there is no input going to be given in the next line. So you make sure you don't make that mistake. And yeah, so as of now we got all the inputs, and let me paste this in the input section, and let's run and see it. And yeah, guys, so now I have pasted the output and I have again run it. So it said your program did not output anything, which means our error, like our code is error free. So I want to mention one thing in this place. You have to just put as class object, and inside this function you don't need any keywords to be printed. Okay, so now we missed one more line. Guess what? Here, after getting each of the output, we have to add it to this object list. So we missed that. So I'll just quickly do that. Is equal to new object, and we are going to just pass the names, which is id, name, cat, price, and discount. Yes, now it is done, and make sure you put the semicolon in the end. So now let's run it. I think there is no error. Yes. So now out of this, in the class main, we are going to declare two more functions. One is to find the average price and one is to find the highest price. So I'm just going to give one variable. Let's make it as double because we are going to take the average, and as you can see in the output here itself, it is 122.5. So it is definitely going to do return a double value. So I'm just going to give double of average is equal to find average of, we are going to pass the object O and the category 1, and based on the value, if average is greater than 0, then we have to print the average. System dot out out dot println what, it works sometimes and it won't work every time. Okay, so here I'm going to just put average, and if else, then I'm going to put, there is no, like we have one more case too. If there is no toys available with the given category, then you have to print category doesn't exist. So I'll just copy paste this thing and comment down whether you have solved this question in the IRA, or how you felt about this question. Is it tough or easy? Okay, as of now I think it is going fine, and if you have any doubts in between, you can comment that down. And yeah, so let's put this and done. So now we have almost completed for one case. Now we have to declare the find average. So you make sure this, click on this curly bracket, and you will find which is the last, and just above it you can declare, oops, I've done one thing wrong. All of this calling the function should be done inside this main function. So as you can see, the main function ended here itself. So I'm just going to cut and paste this part over here. Now it is right. So inside the main function only we can call this. So now I'm going to declare one function, which is again public static, and here it's not going to be int main, here it's going to be double main, sorry, not double main, double average and average. And here we are going to pass object and O, and also we have to pass string cat1. Make sure the data types is also mentioned while it is passed to a function. So here I'm going to declare one variable called average, and it is also of type double. Average is equal to 0, and I'm again going to iterate through the object list for I is equal to 0 and I less than 5 and I plus plus. What we have to find is we have to compare all the toys category with the given category. So if O of I dot cat dot equals ignore case, as you know, we have to do all the comparison a case insensitive. Now I'm going to just use ignore case, and in this place you can just put cat1. why am I typing? Yes, Act 1 always. Okay, so here also it's cat 1, and don't forget the braces, else it will give you an error. Yeah, so if it is yes, then we have to add those things, and also we have to find the average. So to find the average, I'm going to declare one more as count, and when it comes in here, I'm going to increment the average with the O of i's price, with the toy's price, and also I'm going to increment the count, so that we can know like how many times, how many items are getting added. Now make sure you come out of the for loop, and you also have to consider one case you will get an error if there is no ties with a given category. So in that case, c would become 0. So if you divide the average by 0, then it will give you an error like divide by 0 is not allowed. So just in case, we have to just consider c is greater than 0, then only it should perform the average. So average is equal to average divided by c. If else, there is no condition. So in this place, make sure you put the return statement. Whenever you declare a function, just put a return, and here I'm going to return the average. So now let's run and see it. Yes, so the first output is perfect. Now we are going to move on to the second one, 1 to 2.5 and 1 to 2.5. Now let's move to the second one. In the second one, we have this category puzzle. We have to find all the toys with the category puzzle, and then we have to find the highest price toy. Let's do that. So here after this, I'm going to declare one more variable, which is of high price. So high, and I is equal to find high, and here I'm going to pass like the object O and also the cat 2. So after that, what I'm going to do is here itself I'm going to declare like if it returns something, then like that. Let's see, first we are going to declare the find high function below the main function, and I'm going to do that. So here just put public and static. It can be int itself, because in this function itself we are going to print the id, the name, and the category. So it doesn't matter whether it is int or whether it is double string something. So now I'm going to put like find high, and here we are going to put object of O, and also mention string cat2. That's it. So now just put the braces, and then here we are not going to, let's see. So first I'm going to iterate through the list for int I is equal to 0 and I less than 5 and I plus plus. What you're going to find is first we are going to compare it with the category 2. So if O of I dot cat dot equals ignore case and put cat2. So if s, what should we do? We have to find the highest price including the discount amount. So let's do it quickly. So first off, we have to calculate the price by reducing the discount, and then we have to like compare it with high or not. So I need a variable here, so I'm going to just put double of p, which is going to be price. And yeah, so let's find the price. So what I'm going to do is p is equal to O of I dot price into, so the discount is like that. So what I'm going to do is here I'm going to divide O of I dot discount divided by 100. So now I have just used one statement like print p, and I've seen the values. So I think I need one more variable to store the max price. So let's put double of max is equal to 0, and here first off it's going to be the same. So after this, after finding the price which is out of the discounted, I'm going to compare if p is greater than max, then max is equal to p. We are going to just assign the value of p to max. And now if I print the max value, let's see what I'm getting outside the for loop. Make sure you're doing it outside the for loop. Yeah, so now let's run and see. Here is going to be max and run. So now we got only 225, and let's see what is the ID, name and category. So let's do it. So again, I want to iterate through the list to find the category name and those things. So let's do that also. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus, again we're going to just compare if O of I, oops, I think we don't have to print the have the max price. I think we have to have the I value actually. So I'm just going to take the I value, and if I'm going to just iterate through, and if I value is equal to max, then we are going to print it. So I is equal to max, then we are going to print the respective things. So system dot out dot println, and here I'm going to put O of I dot id plus, and you have to go to the next line, so slash n, and again plus, next we have to print the name, so O of I dot name, and oops, and again plus within slash n. You know what is slash n? It is going to go to the next line. Now O of I dot category. So now let's print and see it, what you're getting. Now run, and yeah, so this is our output. So I hope you guys understood this thing. What I did is just I gone through the list and find the maximum price, and instead of storing the max price, as in the category we are not alternating anything, and if we compare with this price we are not going to get anything. And also to make the job easier, I've just stored the index value to max, and here I'm iterated through it, and if which index value is getting equal to max, I'm just printing the ID, name and category, and that's it. So if like if this isn't changed to 0, like we have to again consider one case. There is also 0 in this iteration, so if it is equal to 0 or not, like that, we have to consider that part also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare a separate variable called k, and if this max getting changed, so if this max gets changed, then I'm going to increment the value of k to 1, and here I'm going to put if k is greater than 0, then you can iterate and find everything and print these things. If not, here I'm going to put an else part. So else I'm going to print like no, nothing with found with a category or what it is given over here. So print ln, and I'm just going to copy paste the thing available over here, which is no match found for the category. And yeah, so now it is done. Now let's run it, and I'm going to just change these two things. This one, it is doodle, and let's see whether we get the same output. And this is electronics. Okay, yes. So, two cases solved already, and this will run perfectly on your exam to pass all the test cases. And what you felt about this question? Was it easy or tough? Is it calculatable? Are you able to like generate the way to solve it or not? Did you solve this question in the IRA? In all of the questions, just comment it down if anyone agrees with you. And yeah, about the suggestion I asked in the last video, if you haven't watched the last video, you can go there. I will like give ask you a suggestion for some courses and about the tutorials too. So make sure you watch that video and let me know what you want in the comment section down below, and you can practice this Java question. And if you want this Java question to practice, you can directly go to the link in the description to my website. In that you can go to TCS IRA and IRA Java. Under that you will have the question based on the date. So make sure you search a date. This question is 14th of March, which is last IRA. Yeah, and that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found the solution to be useful. And Python will be out tomorrow. I hope you're waiting for it, and it will not be delayed on exact time. It has been premiered, I guess. By the time this video goes out, it must have been premiered, and you'll be getting that video next day. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I'll meet you in the next one with the Python solution. And this is your very own Code Doraemon signing off. Keep learning, keep rocking. Peace out and cheers. Bye.